Hi, I'm Don Carr, and these are the TC Electronic Ampworx pedals. The Ampworx pedals recreate the sound of classic amps in a straightforward pedal format. The three I have here definitely qualify for classic status, all cleverly named so there's not much guesswork needed to know what amps they represent. Jim's 45, Combo Deluxe 65, and DC30. The controls and layout will even look familiar, and they all have useful mods and additions to the original formula. They all have speaker cabinet simulated outputs featuring impulse responses from Celestion, each one voiced with an appropriate speaker combination for the amp. They also have two separate channels that are voiced differently and foot switchable, but one of the biggest takeaways is how simple they are to use. Turn a knob, press a foot switch, that's it. No menus, no app. All right, let's look at each one individually. Jim's 45 has a 3-band EQ bass middle treble and a volume gain control for the normal or darker sounding channel and a volume/gain control for the high or brighter sounding channel. A little backstory, the original amp had two separate channels that sounded different. Now there were 4 input jacks, and it was common practice to connect both channels at the same time with a cable, jumping one channel into the other. This way you got both sounds, the darker and the brighter simultaneously, and could blend the perfect balance. So Jim's 45 is like a pre-jumpered version, so you always have that blend available. The last knob is an overall master output level. On the front panel is a presence control and a boost switch labeled pre and post. Now in the pre position, you get a 12 dB boost on the input side of the pedal, voiced to be like a mid-boosted overdrive pedal for adding more gain. Now in the post position, it's a 4 dB flat voiced level boost that's at the end of the signal path, designed to strictly increase output volume. Now you can turn the boost function on or off with the foot switch. I mentioned there are 2 channels available. Now you access those with the channel foot switch. On Jim's 45, the red channel is the original amp circuit, and the green channel is the amp circuit with a master volume control added after the tone stack and set at 50%. So let's hear the difference. The impulse response in the GEMS 45 is of a 412 cabinet loaded with Celestion Creamback speakers. Let's check out the Combo Deluxe 65. Now it's the same kind of layout, but instead of a boost, it has a reverb that's modeled after the long spring tank that came in the original amp. So next to the reverb control is the gain, which is like the amp's original single volume control, and then there's an overall output level. Bottom row has a 3-band EQ, bass, treble, like the original, and an added mid-range control. Now there were other amps in this series that had a mid control, and this is voiced to simulate that. On the front panel is a bright switch and a tone control for the reverb, so you can make it either brighter or darker sounding. The Combo Deluxe 65 also has 2 channels. The green channel is based on the original amp's normal channel, and the red channel is based on the vibrato channel. So let's check out the differences. I've matched the settings from channel to channel. What you'll hear is that the red channel has just a little more input gain than the green channel. And the impulse response for the Combo 65 Deluxe is of a single 12-inch creamback. And now let's check out the DC30, which is modeled after another mid-60s classic amp. Like the GEMS 45, this is a multiple input amp with 2 channels, one darker and one brighter, and you've got controls for each of them. So again, it's like that pre-jumped kind of channel thing. The EQ controls are bass, treble, and a high cut. And like the original amp, the 2 channels are normal and top boost. The boost on the DC30 is a lot like the GEMS 45, except for it's actually even more flexible. So you've got an on-off switch, and you've got a pre-post position, but you've also got a level control, so you can control the amount of boost. And the IR is a 212 Celestion Alnico Blues. All right, let's hear it. Both outputs are line level balanced TRS. I've got a TC impulse and it's on the non-IR output side. So basically we're going to have both sounds going at the same time, the internal IR and the external IR from the impulse. I'll scroll through a few different sounds and you can hear how it kind of changes the overall blend and balance. I want to dive into the one deeper level of functionality all these pedals have, and that's the channel foot switch. So first of all, each channel can remember all of the settings, so it's really like having two presets. So each channel remembers what the knob settings are, and they save automatically as you switch between channels. The second function of this foot switch is as an on-off for the pedal. So if you want to completely bypass the pedal, you can use this foot switch to do that as well. Now to go to on-off mode, just press both foot switches. You can also use the Ampworx pedals in a modular system like this. I have a Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170 amp and a PRS 112 cabinet, so the system functions more like a combo amp. Now just to show you how easily Ampworx integrates with other pedals, I have a JHS 3 Series Screamer on the input and a TC flashback delay on the output. I'll start with the Screamer and the flashback bypass so you can hear just the Jims 45 through the amp. Thanks for checking out the TC Electronic Ampworx pedals with me. If you have any questions about these or any other TC Electronic products, make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check us out at sweetwater.com. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.